Hello, my little Lucky Charms. Mama Lou here, and I wanted to give you guys the energies that I've been getting today. Um, Messages coming in, um, a little random, but I thought I'd pull some songs first and then see what messages are coming out. The first one is "I Don't Know My Name" by Grace Vanderwaal. It is the part of it that's awesome is I now know my name, and it's about finding your identity and sense of self. You can be many things, but be you no matter what. I'm gonna have a difficulty talking today. I had a little bit of a sniffle cold day, so my brain's a little foggy, so don't mind me. This is also about learning to accept change and adapting. Um, I don't know if any of you have ever heard her before. She's this teeny tiny little thing, and she plays a little ukulele. She's adorable. Grace Vanderwaal is her name. Great song. Very charming. I like to think about it. You also got "Should I Stay or Should I Go" by The Clash. By The Clash. So you gotta let me know, should I stay or should I go? This is time to commit or part ways, a crossroads moment, playing with people's emotions. So let's see if there's anything else that wants to pop out before we get started to other cards. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty. Yeah, you got "Golden Lonesome" by Glorietta. Better to kill it quickly than to slowly watch it die. Anxiety of being alone, breakup, hangover, emotional sickness, blindsided by a relationship ending. Is there anything else? Nope, those are the three messages that we got. All right, so let's put these together. If you want to listen to all three, that's great. Take what resonates, leave what does not. But I'm going to get started with the first one, the Grace Vanderwaal song, "I Don't Know My Name." What cards do you guys want for this one? All right. I'm already getting a little bit something here of you really wanting to start finding your own identity in some way. We all kind of grow up in, like say you grew up in a small town, or you grew up in rural, or maybe urban, or like it feels like coming away from where you grew up and really actually growing up and finding out who you actually are. Not, not Bob and Sarah's kid, or not, I don't know, farm kid, or, street kid, or there's horrible nomenclatures put on people, and it's one of the parts of society I don't really care for. But anyway, this feels like you wanting to break out of that. You may be breaking out of some sort of cycle. Like maybe you're the first one in your family to graduate, or maybe you're the first one to move away. Maybe you're the first one to move states. Maybe you're the first one to join the military. Maybe you're the first one to um, um, start their own business. It kind of feels like you trying to find your own footing, and not based off of your family name, or not based off of where you come from, but yours. Like you want to create your own identity in some way. And that's not easy to do. It takes a lot of hard work to change your circumstances or to change your environment, because we all got to work for what we have and what we want, and it's not easy. I know that some people have more privilege than others. But this feels more like just doing this for yourself, not to prove it to anybody else. It's more to prove it to yourself that you aren't just your place of birth. You aren't just your name or your family name, or your education, or something like that. So it feels very much like you wanting to put your mark on the world because of you, because you know who you are, and you want to express that in a really pure and open way. And it feels like that's what you've been trying to go for. Yeah. You want to be free and be around people who understand you, and people who appreciate you for who you are, and don't try and change you. They really are encouraging you to embrace your roots or where you came from or those sorts of things, but elevate it in some way. Make it your own, mold it into a way that you feel comfortable with, that fits with your, you know, energies, your desires, your goals, your dreams, your path, your intuition. And this feels like you have been really tapping into that. You have been really working on manifesting and speaking your truth into the universe so that you can attain it, because you do want it to all be cohesive. Like, you want it to all work together. You want to be able to do something that you like, but also something that fulfills you, that also can be sustainable, that can support you. It's like you kind of want the whole package. That's the version I'm getting with this. You really want the whole package, and you want it for your highest good. And this is actually really positive. Is there any like advice for how to keep doing this? Because if you're on this path, good on you. Keep going. Do that thing. Yeah. Yeah. You're treading in waters that maybe no one else around you has ever really gone through. You're the trailblazer in this situation. And so there may not be a roadmap for how to do it. This is why I said you need to be following your intuition and your gut, because it may not seem like the way other people do it, or the way that other people tell you should be doing it. It really feels like you are just, no, I'm just feeling this draw to do this thing, and I just want to do it because I think it's going to make me really happy and fulfilled, and it has to do with your purpose in life. And so really listen to your gut, your intuition at this time. Really listen to the universe, your spiritual team, whoever it is that you connect with, whoever that you plug in with. It really feels like this is what you need to do so that you can keep going and have a clear picture, because the moon is your light in the dark. And if this is a new path for you, it really feels like keep going on it. It really does. That's really positive and encouraging. So I'm going to leave it at that. So yeah. Okay. The next card was Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash. So you gotta let me know, should I stay or should I go? Time to commit or part ways, a crossroads moment, playing with people's emotions. Let's see what we got with this one. Already I am getting this where you might be in the middle of a, okay, this is odd. Doesn't necessarily, it kind of goes with the song, but not really. But you may be in the middle of a power struggle in some way, in regards to, it could be in a relationship, it could be in work or business as well, of where you are really trying to express yourself and it feels like the other person isn't listening. They're like doing the yeah, no, we're going to keep doing it this way. And like I said, this could be in a relationship or like work or business. I guess this could even be in a friendship or in some sort of investment that you're working on. But it feels like this other person is almost like enjoying the fact that they get the final say in this in some way. Maybe it's a boss, maybe it is maybe it's a family member. I don't know. It's something where you're not feeling heard, or you're trying to steer the ship. Maybe you are seeing things that these other people aren't seeing, and you're like, hey guys, hey guys, like, hello, no, like, I have a really good idea. Would you listen to me? It feels something like that. Like I said, it kind of goes with the song, but not totally. But that was the first message that they gave me for this one. This also feels like a point of okay, so this could be in a relationship of where you may have to have the talk of like, where are we going? What are we doing? What does this mean? Is there a future in this? Because it almost feels like you don't want to be wasting your time on someone who's not willing to work with you, or not willing to progress, or not willing to at least have those harder conversations about your needs, their needs. How do we do all those things? Yeah. And so you're kind of having let me just sit back and think about this. Okay. Is this what I want? Is this working for me? Could they do anything that would make this work? is there anything that would make this work? Do I even want it to work? Do I want it to, like it feels like one of those kind of internal conversations that you're having with yourself, because there's something here where it's just not jiving. I don't know what it is. There's something where there's just the allure has worn off. So now you're getting to the nitty gritty stuff of, okay, had fun. It's great, great, great. And I'm not saying every relationship has to have this moment. Sometimes relationships just flow and the conversations continue to happen and you adjust as you go along. But there are some relationships where you need to kind of do a, wait a minute, hold on, pause. Let's have some real talk right now. And this feels like maybe a moment for some real talk. This also is telling me though, but don't just spring it on somebody. Don't do that to someone. And also don't do that to yourself. Have thoughts prepared, but don't plan out the entire conversation, because then you've already worked it all the way through. And that just is going to mean that you're not going to listen to anything they have to say because you already worked it out in your head and you're not giving them the opportunity, especially if this isn't a relationship. This is a give and take. This is a yin and yang type of a situation. So don't have an entire argument in your head. Be like, see, I won because you think you thought of everything this person's going to think, feel, say, do, anything like that. That just seems like you're kind of already decided that you don't want this to go on. So why do that? Why put yourself through that? Or why put this other person through that? Yeah. You're at a crossroads. And so it does, though, in this one feel like if you're feeling it in your gut, in your intuition, just kind of close your eyes and go within. You will know what the right thing to do is. You will know if this is something worth saving. You will know if this is worth your energy, worth your time, and worthy of a open, honest conversation. From your perspective. Now, is this other person going to do whatever it is that you want? You can't control other people. That's why I said you need to have this prepared in your heart space to know I feel like this conversation needs to be had. I really like to have it because I do think it's going to help me figure out my next steps and what to do. Yeah. Don't hold on to it just for nostalgia purposes because it's easy or if it's convenient. Those are not good reasons to stay in a relationship, of course. No one wants to be like, oh, this is the love of my life. He's comfortable. Well, she's all right. No problems. Like this theme comes up a couple of times, it seems like lately. So this is just, don't settle, but also take the time to really think about what it is you want as well and follow that intuition. That's what I get with that. All right, last song is Golden Lonesome by Glorietta. Better to kill it quickly than to slowly watch it die. Anxiety of being alone, breakup hangover, emotional sickness, blindsided by a relationship ending. Let's see what we got with this one. Already, I am getting one message. What is that? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I don't normally get messages like this. Someone may have been in a relationship where the other person was either unfaithful or they were just a little underhanded. Like maybe they just lied to you a lot, or maybe they didn't quite, they weren't quite what they seemed. In other words, like maybe they had multiple personas that, like they were actually really flirty when they were out, or maybe they had a lot of, friends or something like that they would talk to about your relationship for some reason. This is, like I said, I don't normally get these kind of messages, but maybe they, rather than talking to you, they were seeking external things. And this isn't like, a therapist or something like this. Feels like, going and hanging out with all their buddies and all they do is just talk shit about your relationship or something like they're not speaking positively about you when you're not around. That's the energy I'm getting. Like they're trying to, and it feels like they're almost trying to garner some sort of sympathy. Like, look at what I have to deal with, and it's very unfair and very imbalanced, and it doesn't feel like you deserved it in any way. And it feels like this person is just trying to find a reason to get out, and or maybe they have just recently gotten out, or they're, maybe this is new, maybe this is something that happened recently. I'm not quite sure. But it feels like that really hurts you in some way, where you guys thought that, or where you thought that this was more honest than it appears to have turned out to be. It feels like whoever this person kind of had a wandering eye. This person has always kind of like really great to start out with, but then easily bored. And then, like I said, kind of that wandering eye, or always just kind of sniffing around. Like, is there anything better? No, not yet. Okay, I'll stay here. It's icky energy. So if you did just break up with someone and they're like this, and this resonates with you, you're better off. That doesn't change the fact that it still hurts you, that you could have been blindsided by this. Like I said, you maybe thought this was great, and then all of a sudden this is happening, and you're like, wait, what? What? They've been talking shit about me when I'm not around? What? That's not what happened. Like that kind of a situation. And you may be feeling like you are kind of lost right now. Maybe you lived with this person and now you're like, what do? I have to find a new place to live. Or maybe you guys all have the same friends, and it's that horrible thing of like, which side did you fall on? Also horrible for your friends if that's what they're having to go through right now. But it feels like something like that, like they may still be around in some way. They may still be within your periphery due to friends, job, location, housing situation, whatever this is. And so it's making it difficult to get over. It's making it difficult because you're still hearing the little whispers. The gossip is still coming in. And the thing I get from this is try as best you can not to engage in it. Block it out. If someone starts wanting to talk to you about it, be like, let them have their own life. They're going to say what they're going to say. Because, yeah, you actually are coming out the victor in this. You actually are coming out in a better position in this. One, you're not going to be the catty person that's just continually just won't leave this person who left alone, like doing the look them up on all the social media stuff, talking shit with all your friends about it. It feels like you're taking the high road in this situation. You're taking the stand of, what, it didn't work. Does the way it ended, is that shitty? Yes, it is, but I'm not going to sink to that level. I'm not going to lower myself to that level. I am in charge of my own narrative, and I don't care if someone believes my side of the story or not. I am going to take because I know it. I know what happened. I know how I feel. I know what I want, and I deserve fucking better than this shit. That's the way it feels. So that's the message. They don't want me to pull any more cards for that. So let me see. Is there any other final messages for anybody? No, this is it. So I will put all the names of the songs down in the description box below. Please do all the YouTube-y things, the likey, subscribeys, all that stuff if you want to. You can also check me out on TikTok. It's Mama Lou Tarot on TikTok if you want to do that. But I hope you guys all know Mama Lou loves you. I love when you come and chat with me, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.